They say that every time you sneeze is like 1/16 of an orgasm, and I think I've just had half an orgasm because I've sneezed like 10 times in a row. Good morning guys, it's been tough to get up today. I had a little bit of a sore throat overnight, probably which is why I ended up sneezing like 10 times in a row. It's Tuesday the 2nd of December, hence being all cold and wrapped up with a cup of tea. We're going to get after it this month. One final push towards the end of the year and enjoy a week off at Christmas, which I'm really looking forward to. I haven't had a week off all year. So I'm going to run through my charts. I'm going to run through Bitcoin, Ethereum and Solana for my little Discord group. And then I'm going to run through GBPUSD, which I'll show you, just my daily forecast for that. And that's what I trade every single day. That's my bread and butter. I had a nice win, which I'll put up on the screen. And I used a really good trading stop method, which helped me catch the majority of the move before it totally retraced. And I put it up on my X as well. So I'm not sure if I'm going to get anything today. If we have nice price action like we had yesterday, then sure. But over the past month or so, it's been pretty crap on cable. So we'll see what happens there. So let's get into it. What I'm going to do is jump down to M15 and then we'll have some highs and lows which we can mark. So there's the high of this current range, and then we can mark this as well because it took this out. And then ultimately that's the next big supply zone. And then we have all the way up here, which I'm not really concerned about. I don't think we're going to get up to there today. We're certainly not in the London session anyway. So now let's look at M5 and see if we can find any sense of the day's price action. Basically what we've got now then is that high is the only thing I'm interested in. We have a decision point here where the buying took place to come up and take out this high, and then price comes down and breaks it, and then we have this high gets taken out, and then it retraces all the way back down. So it's pretty choppy at the moment. It's not really that interesting. I can't see anything that I'm looking to get involved with. There's no news today which is going to affect things, but this level here is where I'll be looking for a continuation pattern. I'll wait for price to come up here and range. Otherwise, down here, I'll be looking for a range, a reversal range as well. I'm not really sure what to expect. I'm not really sure which way it's going to go. I do favor it to go to the upside, but currently it's just moving sideways. So I need to see it probably break out in the mid-session, and then I'll look for a trade. So it's midday and I'm gonna end my trading for the day now. I normally end at 2 p.m, but I'm gonna go and get my hair cut. So I don't wanna get into a position that I can't manage, basically, and nothing's really set up yet. It looks like it's gonna set up on GU. It looks like it's gonna put in a short opportunity, but I can't reasonably get into that and have a peaceful afternoon if I'm not there to manage it. So I'm just not gonna bother. I'll show you, it looks quite nice. So I didn't get any trades on it today. There was this sideways movement earlier on in the session. I wasn't sure which way it was going to break, and then eventually it came down here and puts in this range. There's like a demand zone which I haven't marked, which it's sitting on, and I wanted it to come back into this range and then just kind of start breaking down to continue this downtrend up here like this. But yeah, I'm not able to sit here and watch this develop now, which is a shame because it is looking quite good. I am up for the week. We'll figure out tomorrow, see what something else comes up. So yeah. Also, like what I do just as a kind of, because I've called this video part-time trader, I am what I would call a part-time trader. I used to be full-time for about 4 years, and then I've had a family, which increases the financial pressure on you. And that means that I have trading on one screen, and then I have graphic design. I have my own little business where I have a couple of clients. I get to set my own hours and everything, so it's quite nice, and I don't have anyone over my shoulder telling me what to do and checking up on me, so I can get to trade at the same time. I don't want to do it forever, but needs must. It's been a very tough year, like with family and like house renovations and things, and when you've got little kids, the pressures of trading increase, and it's something I wasn't able to kind of get my mind over, but I will do eventually. And I'd like to do this, I'd like to have income from YouTube as well, which can kind of then mean I don't have to work so much on my graphic design business. But essentially this is what my screen looks like. I'm going to blur out obviously the work, but this is what it kind of looks like each day for me. So I'll have trading on one side over here, and then I'll have my work on this side, and yeah, that's basically how I'm doing things. I know there's a bunch of people that always want to be a full-time trader and haven't done it for like 4 years. A big adjustment is better to have, I've found, money coming in on the side in whatever way, as long as it doesn't interfere with your trading. And mine does occasionally because I'm trading on M1. The goal to be a full-time trader, the full-time traders I know aren't really full-time, they've always got money coming in elsewhere. Yeah, being a full-time trader is great, but most people aren't full-time traders, they have extra income. So even though it might be your goal, take it from me, it's tough, particularly when you have responsibilities. If you have no responsibilities, then it's a little bit easier, obviously. And I enjoyed a period of time with no responsibilities and did quite well with it. But now, yeah, life's a little bit different, and I've kind of fallen back into doing some work which I don't really enjoy doing, but like I said, needs must with the family. So yeah, I'm gonna go have some breakfast now, then I'm gonna get my hair cut. I did the carnivore diet back in September for like a month, just fully strict. I didn't do anything but just meat. Now I do more like a keto diet where I have like bacon and eggs for breakfast, have a little bit of cheese, and then I'm gonna have a snack afterwards, which is just gonna be yogurt and blueberries. Then I have a load of beef later, again with probably some cheese. That's all I eat now, and it helped me shed a load of body fat, helped me be a lot more disciplined. But sometimes on weekends I'll be a little bit loose and have some bread or something. So yeah, I'm going to nail this and then I'm going to head out for my haircut. It's a shame because it seems like GU is going to set up for a nice trade, but we can keep an eye on it for later on at least. So yeah, I'm going to enjoy this. It's not a trading vlog unless I film in my car, apparently. I don't know why people do that so much, to be honest, but I've taken the camera so I can show you where I live. I live in a place called Norwich. It's on the east coast of England. Well, it's not the east coast, but it's the southeast part of England. One of the driest parts of the country, so that's quite nice in that regard. So I'm going to show you that, and I'm going to go and get my hair cut now. Fresh trim, what are we saying? Feels a bit better. So this is what happened on GU earlier. This was my plan. And it ended up just going sideways and sideways and sideways. Pretty happy I went out in the end. Oh, it feels better. Let's get a cup of tea. Alright, it's the end of the day and I've got a couple of hours of chill before bed. Baby's gone to sleep. I say chill, but I'm going to be editing this to get this out as soon as possible. It's been a tough year trading wise. I actually didn't trade for about 4.5 months of it, and it's been a really inconsistent time for me. Obviously having the baby, having him grow, having a lot of new mental challenges and a lot of things that get kind of kicked up over the past year from like childhood and stuff. When you have the responsibility to look after a little one, it kind of makes you think back to how things were for you as a kid. And so a lot of stuff surfaces and it gets in the way of life. But you know, I feel like I'm at a good place now. I think when you go through a new challenge, whether it's in trading or whether it's in life, you're going to struggle. But at the end of that struggle, you're going to come out stronger. And it definitely feels like this has been more of a development year than an ascension year, which is what I was kind of hoping for with my trading. But it's making me a better trader. I feel like a better trader than I was last year, even though 2024 had a really, really good year. So obviously we reflect as well at this time of year because we're coming up to Christmas, we're coming up to the end of the year. And something that I kind of want to do on this channel for December, I just want to do one last sprint towards the end of the year. But 5 years ago, one of my favourite YouTube channels Hannah Forex. I don't know if you know her. She did something called 12 Days of Vlogmas, and she basically did like a vlog style video for the month of December that year. And it was during the lockdown period in the UK, and I've got a lot of fond memories from just that period, and that style of video that she was doing, that series, was quite cool. So I'm using that as inspiration for this channel to get out a bunch of videos which I've got in a backlog, which I want to kind of just get out onto this channel, and I'm going to do it. I'm going to do my own sort of vlogmas. It's a bit of a challenge to myself, challenge the guys on my Discord to do something as well. So I'm going to go for 10, not 12, and it's just a bunch of topics I want to get out, basically. Sometimes it's tough for motivation for the content, but yeah, I've got a bunch of titles of videos I want to do, so I'm just going to get them out, and it's going to be called Vlogmas, and I will have this series on my channel. But it's also kind of a stamp for me, because this may be our last Christmas in the UK. We may be moving to Asia next year, so it's kind of nice for me to have a little bit of a vlog and kind of a reminder of what's going on in life at the moment that I can look back on in the future. I did this last year, not with any intent, but just kind of content for the channel, and I can look back at that and see what was going on in life, and it's quite cool. I'm going to do that again, so if you've got anything you feel like doing and challenging yourself to this year for December, let's do it together. Let me know in the comments what you want to do. It may be even something as simple as just journaling all your trades every single day. That's what some of the guys are doing in my Discord. So yeah, this is episode 1 of that, so stay tuned, hit subscribe if you're not subscribed, and yeah, look out for more videos.